guys, so we're going to talk about a couple of scenarios. We all know at Kirkwood, lots of woods, lots of trees. We're going to talk about maybe playing out of the woods, lost balls, kind of all those different sorts of scenarios. The first one we're going to talk about is, okay, I've hit a ball off the tee, it's gone deep into the woods, it's a lost ball, okay? Now I know USGA rules, some of the actual rules of golf, I would technically have to go and re-tee, but how we play in the Southern Cup, lost ball, I can take a drop. Now it's not a free drop. I think some people get that confused. I can take a drop out of the woods, 2 clubs plus your club length. You would be able to get 3 club lengths. I would probably use my driver, my longest club in the bag. I get 3 club lengths from the edge of the woods or the hazard there, and then I can take my drop for a 1-stroke penalty. Okay, so for example, I've hit 1 in the woods, I'm dropping 2, I'm hitting my 3rd shot. That's scenario number 1. All right, guys, so kind of another scenario here. I have hit a tee ball. This time I have found my golf ball, so it's not a lost ball. I have a couple of options. We talk about the 1 club. We can move it. Now, with that being said, it needs to stay within the cut that it's in. Okay, so what I mean by that is if it's in the woods, it needs to stay in the woods. If it's in the rough, it needs to stay in the rough, and then like we would probably want it to, if it's in the fairway, it needs to stay in the fairway. Now, the one rule with that is the ball should never move closer to the hole. If I'm going to move that ball close to a club length, in the Southern Cup, you know, as long as we get it close, if we're not moving it beyond that club length, we're okay. The actual way, especially if I'm going to want to kind of push that club length and make sure it's that full kind of driver length, is I'm going to need to put a tee where the ball is. Okay, so I would put a tee here where my golf ball is, and then I can put a tee or a marker at the end of my club. Okay, I'm not moving closer to the hole. I'm going to place this tee here, and then I can put that ball kind of within these marks. Now, if I'm trying to push the limits, then I'm going to want to put it back here close to this back tee. Once I've placed it there, I'm ready to kind of get here, hit my punch shot, and that does not count as a stroke. Okay, I have not moved it over that club length, and I have not moved it out of that cut, out of the woods. So I'm good to go. All right, so we've hit our tee ball here. I have found it, but this time, instead of being able to play it, maybe I want to take that drop where I can advance it further, or if I want to take an unplayable, if I'm moving it more than that 1 club length, or if I'm wanting to get it out of the woods, so to speak, it's going to cost me a stroke. If I hit the ball 50 yards in the woods, if I hit the ball on the edge of the woods, or if I have hit a ball and I cannot find it, I can go from that spot, get my 3 club lengths, and then hit the next shot. Now, with that being said, we get our 2 club length drop. In the Southern Cup, we get that 3rd club. So I get 3 club lengths, but now here's kind of where some people get confused. If I'm taking that drop, that penalty stroke, I get 3 club lengths from the edge of the woods. Okay. Now, the other option is I can go from that ball directly back to the tee on that line, anywhere on that line, and drop. Why would we want to do that? Well, first reason, if I take those 3 club lengths and the woods are still in my way, or I cannot get a direct line of sight to the pin, then going back on my line may be a better option. In going back on my line, that is on a line to the tee ball, okay? Or to the tee marker, I should say. If your ball came in here curving or at an angle, I cannot go out on my angle or whatever my ball flight was. I need to go back directly to the tee.